Hello, and welcome to my space. If this is the first time you've visited my channel, my name is Elaine. I'm here because I'm choosing to share some of my insights and my understandings that I have gained through my life experience and through my relationship with my soul self. I have no academic qualifications that give me letters behind my name. I just have life experience. My desire now to share is enjoyable for me because I am really ready to be fully seen here. And so I'm going to share a few things today that I've been noticing. I've been hearing a lot of different conversations with people about various understandings of where we are at this time. So I'm just going to start with the age of Aquarius. And there seems to be a lot of hype about the age of Aquarius now. So for those who aren't into astrology, it simply means that this is the time where Earth is travelling through or is being held in the field of Aquarius. We're actually transitioning into that now. And that is something that happens over a 2,000-year, rough estimates of time, but roughly a 2,000-year period, we will be in the age of Aquarius. So ever since really the 60s, people have been singing about the age of Aquarius and they're all excited about being in the age of Aquarius. But this is just the precession of the equinoxes. It's ongoing. So we're going, every 2,000 years, Earth is going from one field to another field. And it continues. And it's been doing this as long as Earth has been here. What it means in simple terms is that the planet alignments or the structure of the Aquarian planet alignments star system holds a particular field, holds a particular energy. And so when we spend time in that field, we get I'm not sure how to explain it. I'll explain it in a simple way. When you go to a party, for example, and you enter a room, depending on the particular people that are there, you will feel a certain type of energy. As soon as you walk into the room, there is a particular energy in the room, and it is because there are certain people there that are all bouncing off each other and all creating a certain field. It's exactly the same with the star system. So all of those stars all combine together to create the sign of Aquarius. They're all beings. So we've got to think in terms of every single thing is a being. Every star, every tree, every bird, every person, every being from another planet, whatever it is, every rock, every fish, everything. Everything is a being, and each being is giving off its own essence, its own energy field. So that combination of that star system is giving off a certain field. So it's an energy that is specific to itself and that group of beings that are with each other. And when we spend time with them, we are influenced by them. Whoever you spend time with, you get influenced by them. So when we are in this age of Aquarius for the next 2,000 years, we're going to be held in a certain field that is going to influence us to be a certain way. That doesn't mean everybody is going to be that way. It means that we have the opportunity to be that way. So, for the last 2,000 years, roughly speaking, we've been held in the age of Pisces. One of the big factors of the age of Pisces is all about having a teacher, having a guru, having someone to come and tell us how to be. And you will see that at the beginning, roughly beginning of the age of Pisces, we had great teachers come into the world. And over that period of time, we've had a huge number of teachers, gurus, people showing us the way. So at roughly 2,000 years ago, we've had Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad all coming in at the beginning of the age of Pisces to teach and show the way. And those teachings have been continued for this entire 2,000-year period by different cultures and different belief systems. But it's all the same, in a sense. The age of Aquarius is about sovereignty and being your own teacher, learning through your own knowing, understanding through your inner being. So we are coming into a time now where it is much easier for us to access our divine self and learn from that perspective than it has been for the last 2,000 years. So for the last 2,000 years, people have been held in a field that has been encouraging us to go outside of ourselves to find answers. And now what's happening is we're being drawn, and so we're being held and we're being influenced to begin to look within. That's a very simple version of that. So it just means it's never been a better time than now to actually start doing your inner journey into your soul self. I'll go a little further now. So the age of Aquarius is only one factor in the reason why now is the easiest, best time to do an inner journey, and the reason why so many of us here now are choosing to begin that process. Now, a lot of people have been doing work on themselves for a long time. Some people that I know have been doing this work for 70 years. One of my last clients that I was very fortunate to work on before I gave up was a gorgeous divine being who was in her 90s, and she is a shining example of who we can be. And something that she said to me while she was on the table was, life is just a series of phases. And when we get that, and we can recognize when one phase is ending and another is in beginning, and we learn to let go of the old phase and embrace the new, that's where the adventure really starts. And I feel like she is such a perfect example because she has been doing inner work on herself for 70 odd years. And now she is relishing alone time. She's alone. Her partner passed away, and she is alone for the first time in a really long time. And she is relishing her time, her self time, and her inner journey time. And she is remembering a lot of her childhood experiences of being with different realms, with different beings, and her beautiful relationships that she had. And she is now reconnecting, but expanding her understanding and her knowledge. And I just really felt it important to express this because I know a lot of people who have spent many years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, doing really strong, valuable work on themselves to try and become whole. And what we're finding now is we've got access to our inner world in a way that hasn't been available until now. And a lot of people are feeling like they've done the hard yards and it's not really very fair. And I'm not saying that in a judgmental way of any type, but it's this beautiful being that I was talking to. She's been able to embrace this new way of being and just rocket, skyrocket. And she's so thankful that she's done both and she understands the difference. So I really encourage everybody. It doesn't matter if you've never done any work on yourself. It doesn't matter if you never knew you had a soul center. It doesn't matter where you're at. Anywhere that you're at, you have the choice now to access your soul center and begin a really extraordinary experience. Life unfolds before you as you go into yourself. So we're being held now, we're transitioning into the age of Aquarius, but we're also at the same time being held in a new field as far as the sun is concerned. So okay. So in November 2020. It happened to be the 11th of the 11th, Remembrance Day, because I was actually driving along the Newell Highway. People in Australia will know where that is. Going to Victoria, and I'd been driving for probably about nearly 20 hours, and I was on a very straight stretch of road, and I come to a place called Jerilderie, and as soon as I get there, I always feel a change in the energy field, and I feel very, I resonate very strongly with that area and that land. It's got memory from me from past lives, and I just, it's very dear to me. So I always go into a deep state when I'm driving through there. So I was driving along, and it was the 11th, and it just happened to be 11 past 11, because I was looking at the clock and thinking, oh, look at that. And then right before me on the road was a dead wedge-tailed eagle. They're huge, and I had to slow down and actually go around. And while I was doing that, it was giving me a message. And the message it gave me was, this is difficult to explain because it happens with energy, and when you get a message through your soul center and through energy, it's like you hear a whole story in a moment. So it's a little hard to explain that, but I'm hearing multiple things at the same time, but I'm getting this overall story. The story that I heard, and it was coming from the sun, was that the era that we've been held in for millennia, that has been holding Earth in a certain field and a certain resonant field, was over. And the sun is in transitioning back into a balanced neutral state. So it's been held in a male energy for a very, very long time, and that has been having a certain effect on the Earth. And now, or since 2020, November, it has brought itself back into neutrality, and it's actually sending different energy to us. We're being held in a very different energy. So that, combined with coming into the age of Aquarius, and also the photon energy belt that we're currently gliding through for the next couple of 100 years, and also a specific field of energy that is flowing from the universal center. All of these things combined are creating a field that we are immersed in that is helping us to see who we truly are. All of this understanding has come from my soul center. It's not what I've been taught by others. I don't have a clue really if it aligns with anything that anyone else says, and it's not important to me if it does or doesn't, and I can't prove any of it. All I know is what my divine self tells me, and I'm sharing it with you. Louie's agreeing with me. That's quite a lot to take in for one day, so I will stop there and I'll continue on in a few days' time. Bye for now.